What's up, Internet Land? Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with another Transformers video review. Today, the figure we're taking a look at is the Transformers Reactivate Bumblebee. Now, Bumblebee is from an upcoming video game, Transformers Reactivate. And that game isn't out yet. And honestly, we don't know when it's going to be out, and we haven't seen anything about it other than a short and really kind of doesn't show anything at all teaser. And yeah, but apparently it's set in some sort of a dystopian, post-apocalyptic world or something like that. And I think that they kind of try to represent that in, like, I don't know, the asymmetrical color scheme of him. You can see how, like, the one arm is a lot of gunmetal in there, hardly any in this one. More yellow on this knee than this knee. More black on, or gunmetal on this door than this door. And look, it's dystopian Bumblebee. I don't know. It's it could be a very interesting concept, but it's been delayed enough that we don't even know what the story on it is, and who knows. But anyhow, we're here to talk about the toy, not the game. It's Bumblebee. Bumblebee came in a 2-pack with hold on a second, I need to go beat the shit out of my cat. I'm just kidding, of course I would never actually physically beat my cat, but I did kick her out of the room. If you hear her screaming to get back in, your cries are music to my ears, cat. Anyhow, so in terms of accessories, he comes with these two little guns. They are some of the weirdest looking guns in that they don't really have any barrel. Like, is this supposed to be the clip? So is this supposed to be like a bullpup gun? Like a bullpup handgun? Do those even exist in real life? Bullpup handgun. I don't know. But he holds them just fine on his hands, and he can shoot stuff. Oops. And I mean, aside from being completely ridiculous looking, I guess they look all right, you know. You can also store them in his forearm like so. They're arguably better looking in his forearm than they are in his hands. But yeah. Yeah, that's about all that there is to that. I'm going to take his accessories off anyhow, just because it's tradition. In terms of articulation, his head is on a ball joint. It looks up, it looks down, it looks all the way around. His shoulders are on a swivel here. You may have to move this little shoulder panel just a bit as you go around. It likes to clunk into this wheel well here a little bit. His shoulder goes out. He's got an elbow bend of 90 degrees. It is also a bicep swivel because it's a ball joint. No articulation at the wrist. That's all one solid piece of plastic. No waist swivel either. No ab crunch unless you're being really creative. And I mean really, really creative. Leg goes that far forward, goes that far back, goes out for the full Van Damme. He's got a dedicated thigh swivel and about 86 degrees of bend on his knee. Ball jointed ankle, so his ankle will move forward and back a little bit and swivel about that much. Of course, you can rotate it. Rotation at the feet just isn't really a thing for a lot of figures. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but it's interesting that it's not. But yeah, that's about how that goes. For transformation, we are going to plug his accessories back onto his arms. They'll stay there. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to put one on so that you can see how they go. And then I'm going to hold on the other one because it mounts on his chest, as I'm sure you've noticed by now. So to start this guy off, you want to open up this panel here. And basically you want to fold his head forward, and then this section here needs to come all the way out and around. No? Yeah? No? Yeah? Yeah. Because basically what you're going to do is you're going to bring this around. I brought it around the wrong way. Okay, I lied. You want to bring this out this way. You know, I did this just like a few minutes ago. Every single time it confuses me. It's one of those transformations. I don't know what their story is, what the reasoning for why they made it the way they do, but you like go the one way. I don't really like the transformation on this Bumblebee. I'm sure you've noticed this, and we're only like a few seconds into it. There you go. It comes out this way. There you go. Jeez. You also bring out his chest on this little armature, tuck his head in, and just kind of deal with all of this for now. Actually, we can start to fold this away. That'll fold down. Click into place there. His arms are going to fold in, and then you'll bend them at the elbow and fold them all the way in like so. And we'll do the same with this other one. And you'll see, of course, that that this is your gun storage. For his legs, the way you want to play this is you've got all this stuff bunched up on his leg right here. You'll unfold that, bring this out. His foot's going to rotate all the way around and then fold in so that this inexplicable drill is pointing out the backside. And we'll do the same for the other side. Bring this out, bring that out, rotate this around. And there you have that. And then what you want to do is, with all of this disconnected, you can fold his leg like hella. And so fold his leg hella. With his waist tucked all the way up in there, this little tab will stick out. You can plug this panel into there. There's going to be a tab on his leg right there that'll plug into the slot right here. And do the same with the other side. The legs do not tab into each other. They only tab in at that point there. So make sure you have that properly aligned. This is a little bit wonky here, but what you want to do is you want to bring this up and in. And you'll see that there's a tab on the arm right here. What's supposed to happen is that tab on the arm is supposed to fit into just this hollow space in here. And then you'll have this tab here is going to go into that slot there. That tab and that slot is really easy. Getting this arm tab to fit in is just really, really iffy. Because it's almost like, I don't know. I almost feel like this tab, the tab itself, was an afterthought. because it doesn't really want to fit in there. It doesn't really want to go home. And then this, you just kind of, if everything is lined up exactly right, which it almost never is, this panel should go in just fine. So let's do the same with the other side. Make sure that arm is plugged all the way in. Bring that in. We'll see if I can do that tab again. Yeah, there you go. And there's Bumblebee in his alt mode. It's not a Volkswagen Beetle, but it is kind of like a little post-apocalyptic Mad Max dune buggy thingamajig. He has another molded in Autobot symbol there on the back. You can see this is his engine in the back, so he is a lot like a VW Beetle in that regard. I don't know why he's got drills on the back. Maybe it's in case somebody gets too close. I don't know. As you can see, the gun fits in here quite well, but because of how cramped that is in there, you pretty much have to decide before you transform him whether you want to put the guns in his arms or store them on his hood like so, where they sit there and he can shoot at things while he drives around, which is probably going to be a gameplay mechanism if I'm being honest. Maybe I can squeeze that in there. Maybe. Yeah, it's not quite right. Oh, crud. Yeah, I shouldn't have messed with it. But anyhow, there's Bumblebee. He rolls. He's got painted on rims, which is nice. He's got a lot of gunmetal details on him, which is all right. And yeah, he's actually, I mean, he's not bad. He comes in that 2-pack with Starscream, but as I'm sure you'll see when I review Starscream, Starscream's the pull. This guy's the extra. Actually, it's very much like it was with the other Optimus Prime and Soundwave. Like, that Soundwave is not a bad Soundwave, but Optimus Prime was definitely the reason to get that set. It's you'll see that it's similar with this set here. That Bumblebee is not terrible. He's really not a bad figure, but Starscream is definitely the appeal of that set. But anyhow, thanks everybody for watching. You guys are fantastic. Everybody stay awesome and be good to each other. I'll